Richard Southern here in the 680 newsroom. Well, he's already slapped tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum being imported into the United States. And now Donald Trump is threatening to do the same to vehicles made in Canada. And that's sparking big concern here in the GTA. Of course, thousands of cars manufactured in the Oakville, Oshawa, and Brampton area. But there's an even bigger concern just down the 401. Windsor's Fiat Chrysler facility is one of the largest manufacturing plants in Canada and a major driver of the city's economy. It employs 6,000 people. Residents are worried that the threatened 25% tariffs could force the facility out of Windsor altogether.
Without exaggerating, it would be devastating to Windsor. Windsor, I can't even imagine what the city would look like without Chrysler in it. It's almost storytelling that this city would become a ghost town.
Oh, it would be painful. I can't even imagine not manufacturing vehicles in Canada, and the dividends, the jobs that come with it, the taxes that come with it, the supporting cast that comes with the auto industry. This would be an economic disaster if the worst case scenario took place and auto companies started exiting Canada.
Concern is also growing about the trickle-down effect in Windsor. Businesses like the Penalty Box, a locally owned restaurant, depend on the Chrysler plant for their survival.
The plant means a lot to us here. Everyone in town, profits from them being here. It is absolutely, it's too important to us. It's the other thousands of jobs that depend on that plant. Our whole town is, any community, I can't see any community, especially a community of our size, take that kind of hit.
Industry insiders say there would also be pain across the border in Detroit, with potential tariffs having a major impact on the supply chain for automotive parts. Much of this depends on the fate of NAFTA talks. Have negotiations completely fallen off the rails? We'll hear from Foreign Affairs Minister Chrysler Freeland a little bit later in the show.
With jobs and billions of dollars at stake for Ontario's economy, Premier-designate Doug Ford met with Federal Foreign Affairs Minister Chrysler Freeland to offer his support on Canada's response to U.S. trade tariffs.
We had a great discussion regarding the trade negotiations between Canada and the United States. We had a productive and frank meeting. We must stand together during these critical negotiations because there's so much at stake. We're going to work hard to keep our economic ties with the U.S. strong.
One of the things which has been so valuable to Canada as we have gone into these conversations is the fact that Canada is playing as a totally united team. That is absolutely essential. That is a powerful message for all Canadians, and it's a powerful message for Americans.
The leaders described their conversation as productive, substantive, and frank. Ford says he's ready to head down south to promote Canadian interests with American politicians and business people. Ontario traded $390 billion of goods with the U.S. in 2017. That's 55% of all the trade between Canada and the U.S.